Hi, this is Deborah, your instructor, and I'm going to demonstrate how to get started with Module 6 in our CSIT 125 Word class. The first page you see is, of course, the Module 6 overview, and like previous modules, there is an introductory paragraph or two. The student learning outcomes, this is a list of what you're going to learn, the specific skills you're going to learn in this module. And at the bottom is the list of actual tasks and assigned objects, things you're going to be doing. You're going to read the chapter 6. Please do all of the how-tos and the pause and practice exercises as you read the chapter. You are not required to do the SimNet tutorials, but I do recommend that you do them because they offer you some very good practice. You're going to read the lecturette that's in here and also watch some videos that I made for you that show you how to demonstrate customizing styles and building blocks and what those are actually in Word. You're going to do one major Word project, and it's going to be turned into Canvas, not SimNet, but right into Canvas. Then you're also going to make one very minor, small project. It's part of the discussion forum. You're going to create a one-page flyer and submit that into a discussion page here in this module. Okay, so the next page will show you the lecturette, and please read the whole thing. It talks about well, I think it offers some clarification and additional details about the content of Chapter 6. And so the first half of the lecturette talks about styles, what those are, and that Word has 4 different styles: paragraph, character, table, and list. The ones that you're going to work with the most are paragraph and character styles. Table styles and list styles are not very often used, but you can, of course, use them anytime you want. Notice, too, that as you scroll down the page, you're going to see some examples. This is an illustration of a document with no styles applied to it at all. And the next illustration down is a piece of that same document with one single style applied to it. It happens to be the title style. So I did not go in and change these fonts manually or input that line manually. Instead, the style put all of that in there for me. Keep going down the page and it talks more about styles and style sets, what those are. And this is an example of the same document with a style set attached to it, or applied to it, I should say. So all of the things that you see here, all of the colors and fonts and this blue bar going across, those were all input by the style itself and not manually. Keep going, and I want you to please open up this document, How to Use Styles, Style Sets, and Themes in Word. When you click that open, it is a document that I typed up for you with examples and illustrations and step-by-step help with using styles. I would recommend that you print this out if at all possible and keep it handy while you're working on Module 6. And also, you might want to keep this handy while you're working on the final exam when that comes up at the end of the class, because some of the things that are in this paper might be on the final. So please print this out again. Let me close this. You find it right here in the Module 6 Lecturette page. The second half of the lecturette talks about building blocks, what those are, and how to find them. The building blocks are located here. There's a 3-step to clicking to find them in Word. First you go to the Insert tab, then you go to this icon over here, and finally you click Building Blocks Organizer. On the next page, it has the videos that I'm going to ask you to watch. These 2 videos were made not that long ago, about a year or so ago, using Word 2013 software. However, the actual steps, buttons, and menus that are used to do these things did not change when they updated Word 2016. Hi, this is Deborah Sable Thornbrew, and I'm going to show you how to work with style. Okay, so you can watch the videos here, or you can watch them in YouTube, or of course you can click full screen right here to make the window larger and watch that way. So please watch both of these videos before you start to work on the major project. In the next page, you're going to see the directions and instructions for actually doing the project. This is the introduction. You're going to work on a project called Independent Project 6-6 in your textbook. Please make sure that you submit your work on time. Of course, you're going to lose some points if you turn it in late. What to do, this shows you where to find the project. If you are using a hard copy of the textbook itself, you'll find it on these pages. If you're using a copy of the book online, if the SimNet version of the textbook, this shows you step by step how to find the project online in SimNet. Down here is the student data file that you're going to use. There's only one file you need to open and work on. And below that, this is a link that shows you a copy of what your project should look like when it's finished. So I'm going to close, not close, I'm going to open this example. And this is an Adobe Reader file, so it's not something you can work on or, actually modify. But anyway, this shows you what the brochure is going to look like when you're completely finished with it. Finally, at the bottom, it shows you how to turn it in and how many points this is going to be worth. And finally, on the next page, there's going to be a discussion page, but you're not going to type in a discussion or text. What you're going to do instead is follow these directions, and I want you to go to this website, creativeblock.com. Go to that website and read through it. Follow these steps, these first 3 steps here in Canvas on what to look at on that web page. Look for, at the bottom of the web page, look for a subsection called Related Articles, and navigate to these 2 pages, 44 eye-catching flyer designs and the design anatomy of a brochure. Mainly, you need to concentrate on the flyer designs because that's what this is about. You're going to create a 1-page flyer for an imaginary business that you own or work for, and you get to design whatever kind of flyer you want. It could be just announcing a new grand opening or a new line of products, or maybe a big sale you're having. You can make it simple or complex, however you want it to look, and use lots of graphics. Flyers always have lots of graphics on them. So just read through the instructions here and follow the guideline, and you'll be fine. The next page after that is just the end of the module. So we're finished. And again, if you have any problems or questions, always email me as soon as you can.